Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Flock of Geeks Gaming. I'm your host, Defense, and my co-host over here is...
Kester.
I know you guys have been aching with anticipation for this second episode to come out.
Yeah, we were going to get there eventually.
It's just been kind of hectic with the Christmas holiday and everything, as everyone probably understands.
A lot of obligation drinking, like...
Family, too.
I don't have any family, so... Basically drinking.
Passing out and missing our...
But we made it to episode 2.
So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
I'm going to interrupt you here. Why aren't we talking about Star Wars yet?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just to give you a quick lowdown on what we're going to do here, we're going to do some news, just some news updates that might interest you. We're going to touch upon the Star Wars movie. Kester and I were lucky enough to see it opening day, and we'll give you our thoughts on it. No spoilers, so don't turn off the podcast already. We're also going to be doing the Kester's Playin section.
Yes.
And currently he's playing Fallout 4.
Yeah, because you told me to play Fallout 4, that we were going to do it for the cast, and I played, the character creator.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
We'll get there.
We figured we'd throw in a short Christmas story that we have of gaming in the past that we've enjoyed and something that sticks out in our minds. We actually have a fan question.
Oh, we got our fan. All right, nice.
So thank you for that. And we also have the end of the podcast where we have a random something you want to talk about section. So let's get started with the news, shall we?
I'm excited. What's the news?
Okay. So, do you remember last year that there was a big DDoS attack on Xbox Live and PSN?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's going to happen again this year, supposedly.
Oh, that's great.
So anyone looking forward to online gaming the week of Christmas...
Wait, what were the name of those guys?
That was, I think, the Lizard Squad?
Yeah, fuck those dudes.
But it's not them this time, it's someone else.
Oh, so
it's like taking up the mantle.
Ugh.
So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. They're promising at least PSN so far.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. Ruin Christmas, I guess. It's like the only time of the year I have off for a while.
Yeah, I get like one day off and I just want to play some video games.
That's why.
These assholes.
Crumpus, dude. That's
ruining everybody's fun. I was so pissed about that last year.
I know. It's terrible.
I can't even remember what game I got that I was like super excited to play and then I just couldn't.
So that might be down for... They're saying a week. They're promising a week. So...
Good job, guys. Thank you for ruining Christmas.
Yes, thanks. We appreciate it.
If I ever find one of you, I will roundhouse you.
Make yourself known.
Yeah.
So Kester could come out. Next up, some pretty big news. I know you don't care about it, but
okay.
I think it's interesting. Kojima was picked up by Sony.
Nah, maybe if he makes something other than Metal Gear.
I think it's going to be a new IP, and I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of took PT and created something with that.
That would be awesome.
With Guillermo del Toro. They're in talks of making something again.
So they're just going to... Well, I guess they could just make it Silent Hill, but call it something different.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
And I love Silent Hill.
Yeah, I mean, PT was one of the best games of the year, and it was a trailer teaser.
It was terrifying. I never even beat it because I got tired of the baby crying.
Yeah, there was some really weird steps in that, man. I mean, I even looked it up, and I just gave up.
Yeah, Silent Hill 1 is really good. Silent Hill 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. I love that game.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite, story in a game. That game's amazing. 3 was, eh. Mm-hmm. 4 was, kind of bad. Was that it? Did they make it? Oh, they made Downpour.
More. They made it. There's, a PSP one.
Did you play Downpour?
No.
Yeah, I had no desire. Because Americans made it.
Yeah, and then no wonder it went out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's... You can't have, Americans making Japanese-style horror games.
Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. So, that's that. We'll see what... I don't think the name has been released as of right now.
Well, hopefully this means, too, that this, can be the end of Metal Gear.
I think it is. I mean, I think he said he's starting a brand new project.
Well, that's good.
So it'll be 16 more years before we get that.
I'm tired of wasting my time on Metal Gear.
Well, at least we know Sony has the money to back him up, and they know what they're getting into with them. But he can make a damn polished game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Metal Gear is a good game. Too much story for me. And plus, I'm not a fan of sneaking. Mm-hmm. I want to be in your face with a gun or a sword.
Yeah.
I find sneaking boring. I know you like sneaking.
That's my shit, man.
Nah.
I love ninjas. Sneaky ninjas, not just powerhouse ninjas. Like,
So you're like a Tenchu person.
this is the first game I ever 100%ed, and I was like 8. I grandmastered every stage.
Oh, Tenchu. See, I'm more of the Ninja Gaiden style of ninja.
I could respect that.
Just send him in there and kill demons.
Okay, so next up, I don't know if you care, but I thought it was interesting that Turok 1 and 2 Remastered came out on PC. So they brought those back. The ones from 64.
Why would they bring those back? Like, I forgot they even existed.
I don't know. Well, but I think it's because the series just went completely downhill. So they just remastered them.
Did you play the 64 ones?
Yes, I love the first one.
Really? I never even played them. Like I said, I never had a 64.
That was like my go-to, like, because I'd play GoldenEye with friends, and then when I wasn't playing that, I'd be playing Turok.
Yeah.
But I never could get my hands on it. I always borrowed it from a friend.
Like, I was 2 PS1 at the time. So I never really... The only 64 games I really played were Zelda and... Well, both Zeldas and Mario 64. Like, I never played Turok. GoldenEye was kind of... Like, I think I got on the ship too late for that one, because it's like everyone was sick at it, and I'm trying to, like, figure out how to shoot, and I just spawn and die. Like, every one of my friends was, like, a god. So, it just kind of ruins it whenever you come in and all you do is die.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. So, I don't know how much you are up on World of Warcraft.
I am not... it's not that I don't like World of Warcraft. I just feel like if I started playing it, it would just be my life.
Yeah, it probably would. It became mine for a little while.
So you were actually one of those people?
Not that bad.
Yeah, like, it seems awesome, and I like the way it looks. It's just... That would just suck up my life.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But, so, I don't know if you know this, but with the new expansion that came out, they have... If you buy the new expansion, you basically get something that allows you to become max level with any like a brand new character. So you don't have to level throughout the whole game if you want to get to the new content.
Okay.
Okay? So they did that with the last 2 expansions. Okay. So going to the next part, Destiny is now doing that.
Okay. I just, like... don't want to talk about Destiny.
They're giving you, it's a level 25 booster pack for £25 in Europe. They didn't release the...
Wait, so you have to pay for it too?
Yeah.
No, that's classy Destiny.
It's like so it's £1 a level.
So if you want to get to level 32, you have to pay $32.
No, you only can go up to level 25 right now.
Oh, okay.
So they're getting rid, but it's $25.
That is kind of low. I mean, it was really quick to level your character up to 25 in Destiny anyway.
Yeah, it's like once you hit 27 and 28, that's when it started becoming a long time.
Yeah, and I just wouldn't play Destiny enough.
I know, but I thought it was hilarious that they're doing this. I mean, it makes sense for a while because there's 100 levels. Like, that's a long time to play that game.
Wait, there's 100? You can get to level 100 now?
Yeah.
It was like 32 when I stopped playing.
No, and WoW.
Oh, and WoW.
Yeah,
okay.
so it makes sense why they're doing that. For people coming in. But Destiny, it's like, it's only been out for what, like a year and a half, maybe?
Yeah, it came out in September.
And they're already like, okay, you can just skip half the game if you want. Because we know you don't want to play that part because it sucks.
Yeah. We know the beginning of our game is bad, but this part's good, so just pay to get here. That seems about right for Destiny, though. It's like a job. Like, if you want to get good at Destiny, you have to play it every day. Like, there's no way around that. If you miss, like, one strike, it's like you miss that equipment you need to upgrade your gun so you can get to level 32. Like,
waste another 3 months of your life.
Yeah, and there's no definitive end, and the multiplayer wasn't good enough. And all I wanted to do in that game after a certain point was play deathmatch, and it's like, you need the guns, but to get them, you're going to have to play 320 raids. You're going to have to log in every Thursday for the next 6 months. Hopefully the guy's selling the gun you want. That's Destiny.
Destiny in a nutshell, everybody.
Yeah, there it is.
By Kester.
You don't even have to play it anymore. You're
Kester's
welcome.
Review.
You're welcome. I saved you the time.
Another something that's really interesting. This was brought on to me by a friend. He kind of pointed me in the direction. But there's going to be a new open world Star Wars game.
Okay.
It's being made by Visceral Games, but the most
Well, who's
interesting...
Visceral? What have they made?
I should have researched that.
Oh, you didn't even look into that? Okay, so hopefully Visceral's good.
This isn't the important part.
Oh, okay.
But Amy Hennig, she's the Uncharted writer,
Oh, okay.
is writing for it.
Oh, I'm on board then.
I know.
Star Wars
That's
in.
what was important,
Okay.
Kester.
Sign me up. Love that lady.
So we're thinking...
Didn't you write The Last of Us too?
Probably.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that
I think
was
she
her.
dropped out after 3, though. So 4 probably not written by her.
Nah. She dropped out after Last of Us, I thought.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, I'm on board for this now.
Yeah. So that would be cool. I think it's just going to be the new Knights of the Old Republic.
Well, that's cool because that's
really
the best
do.
Star Wars game in my opinion.
And I think all they're going to do is make it a little more open world. And hopefully it's more spaceships and stuff, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great writer to have.
I know.
On Star Wars, and hopefully they do it like they did Knights of the Old Republic, where it's like either far into the future or far in the past, so it doesn't have to tie into the movies.
Mm-hmm. I agree there.
And I would go role playing. I would love another good Knights of the Old Republic. Mm-hmm. That's one of the best Xbox games, like the best Xbox exclusive, probably. Actually, Ninja Gaiden. I'm gonna go back to Ninja Gaiden again.
I have regretfully not finished Knights of the Old Republic.
Really? Did you not make it to the twist?
No.
Should I ruin it for you?
No, you shouldn't.
I'm gonna ruin it for him.
It's on Steam. I have it.
You can get it on your iPhone too.
I know, but I have it on Steam. I got it for like $3. So like,
okay,
I'll play it.
I won't ruin it.
I'll try to play
you.
it. It's hard, man. I mean, going back to those old games, it's because it's just a little clunky.
I have not played it in like 10 years.
That's what I mean, compared to other stuff.
I remember playing that game, and whenever I first got it, I had no idea what I was doing because I was used to Japanese role-playing games and like leveling up that way. And my character was just so underpowered. Like, and then I remember my cousin came over to play it, and he just decimated the whole game. He's like, "I've actually played a BioWare game before." Like, took me forever to beat that game. Like, I had to power level up because I was just putting stats in the wrong places. Kind of like in Dark Souls.
Yeah, but Dark Souls, it's more fun to start over.
Yeah, I mean, most Dark Souls, you usually have no choice but to start over.
Yeah, you kind of have to know that from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, anymore, I just research it before I go in. Like, Bloodborne, I was like, I'm going to research this. Even with Fallout, I was like, starting stats, I'm like, I'm Googling this. Like, I don't want to have to start over. Like, what's the best starter here?
All right, well, we'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get
that's coming.
We're gonna get to Fallout.
Yes,
because people want to talk about Fallout.
Okay, we'll talk about. This was a good segue on my part, I feel, because we're gonna talk about Star Wars now.
Oh, nice.
I know, but so we went and saw it opening night. We stood in line for 7 hours.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a good time. Really liked it. But what is your feelings? Just no spoilers.
I'll just say I loved it. Mm-hmm. I did not think they could have done a better job. I don't even have any issues with it whatsoever. Like, there's nothing where I'm really like, that really bugged me about it. I thought it couldn't have been better, to be honest with you.
Well, you said one thing bothered you, but...
Oh, the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as someone, I don't really like music that much. Usually the best thing I can say about a movie score is I don't notice it. But Star Wars is the one. It's like that one thing where like the music drives it. And not a lot of like new scores or anything that made me like, oh, that's an awesome...
Yeah, like you said, there was no Duel Fates from The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good movie. I'm just saying that's a good tune.
Well, that is a great tune in a horrible movie.
Yeah. My thoughts, I liked it too. I liked it a lot. I'd give it an A.
Yeah, I mean, I would give it, an A+, 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. As someone who, grew up loving Star Wars, I could not have been happier.
Yeah.
I thought, the acting was so good. Mm-hmm. Kylo Ren and Rey, probably my two standouts. I thought she was amazing. She kind of carried the...
I'm so glad that they did that with her. Made her the protagonist.
Yeah.
She's so good.
And that was kind of cool, too, how the whole time you were wondering which one of these two, Finn or Rey, is going to be the Luke Skywalker of the series. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
The whole thing was good. Kylo Ren, awesome bad guy. Mm-hmm. Love the actor who played him because he looks like just scrawny and annoying, and it makes you hate him. Mm-hmm. And I mean, most of the spoilers we guessed right.
Yeah.
And it is a rehash of the first movie, but if you do it well,
I agree. It was an homage to the fans of the original trilogy, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And if there's one thing Abrams is good at doing, it's taking other people's work and making it...
Yeah, just as good or better.
Yeah, that's kind of his niche.
Yeah.
And that's why he was a good choice for the first one, and it's also a good decision, I think, to just let someone else do it. Because that one, it seemed to just reestablish everything, and Star Wars is cool again. We're all super excited, but for the second one, we don't want to rehash Empire Strikes Back.
That's what I'm kind of worried about, but I don't think they will.
No, I don't think it's going to happen either, because they're completely changing directors.
I think Abrams set the tone on purpose and just said, from here on out, go with it, but do your own thing.
Yeah, and I will honestly say this is the first Abrams thing I really liked.
You didn't like Star Trek?
It's okay. Like the first one better than I like the second one. I didn't like Train Monster. What was that called? Super 8?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like E.T. on a train. Didn't
I think you're right. I think that's what
yeah, I didn't like Lost. So, I didn't really like Abrams up till this point, but he nailed it out of the park with this one.
Yeah, I agree. There's one thing that kind of caught me was incredibly. It was the direction of some scenes for me. Mm-hmm. Some were amazing, like beautifully done, and I love the setup. And then there was other ones that I questioned that didn't really fit with the Star Wars movie theme. But it's not like it's that unforgivable. I don't really care that much.
Yeah. What did you think of the special effects?
I thought they were great. I thought that it was awesome that they toned down the CGI.
Yeah, there were really only 2 CGI characters.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I wish they just would have made those regular, like puppets or makeup.
Well, what was the girl's name? I can't even remember.
The little
one.
Yeah, well, we don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
anyway.
we don't want to spoil. I mean, for being CGI, she looked great.
She was probably the best one.
Yeah, the other one, Smog.
Don't say it.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say his name.
No, it's Snoke.
He didn't look as good, but he was also a hologram, so...
Oh, so give that away now, too, don't you?
I didn't think that was a spoiler.
It's not really.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah, I just wish that they would have went... Because they did so many of them not CGI, and it was fantastic. And then they kind of went that route with some of them, which they shouldn't have. They just didn't really need to. I don't know why they did.
I think it worked for her.
Yeah.
But most of it was practical, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Well, okay. So...
Like the action scenes a lot, too.
Oh, yeah. This is the thing about that movie, man. It was fast-paced as hell.
It was. There was no downtime.
No, like, that was probably the fastest 2 hours I've ever spent in a movie theater.
You could look at that as either a good thing, like, it was just so action-packed and so well-paced, or it was almost too fast, no time to catch your breath. But I liked it. I thought it jumped from scene to scene to scene. And all of them were cool and good.
That's the one thing, like the original trilogy, I appreciated those slower moments where they had the cool dialogue. And that this one didn't really have it as much, I would say.
No, and I think it had a lot more humor.
Oh, definitely.
And
definitely.
It was, I mean, a lot of the jokes landed, so it wasn't like bad.
It wasn't like Star Wars jokes, like Nerf Herder or something like that.
Yeah, and like when you look at the original trilogy, I mean, there was only one funny character, and that was Han. Mm-hmm. This one, everyone's kind of jokey. Mm-hmm. So it's like everyone's trying to be a little like Han Solo.
Yeah, I agree. So you said you'd give it a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, best movie ever, I would say. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I did really like it.
Okay, I'd probably give it a 9.
Give it a 9.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's perfect, but
No, it's not perfect.
Super awesome.
Like, nothing is
Super
perfect.
awesome. Yeah.
But I feel like it's as close as you're going to get to making, like, appeasing all these fans.
Yeah,
so,
I agree. And it gives me hope for the new ones because it's like it got over that we know it's better than the prequels already.
Yeah.
So now I can relax.
We could have judged that from the trailer there. Like,
I could just relax and really look forward to the new movie knowing it'll be at least good.
Yeah, and can't wait to start. And it's been a lot of fun, like, everyone I know saw it the opening night, so just already talking theories with people. It's back. Star Wars is cool.
Yeah. And Rogue One's coming out next year.
Looks good.
I didn't actually see the trailer yet.
Yeah.
But I've heard good things from it, so.
I haven't really, like, seen trailers, but I've read, like,
kind
of what the story is, and Seen pictures of on set and stuff. I don't even think they've released the trailer yet. They were supposed to release it with the movie.
Oh, really?
That's what I thought was going to happen.
They should have.
Would have made sense.
They might have taken away from it, though.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that's our take on Star Wars. Let us know what you guys thought of it. If you want to send, if you think we're stupid, if you thought it was bad, let us know.
I'm sure you could nitpick it and find problems with it.
Absolutely. You can do it with anything.
Yeah, my brother didn't like it because they made a woman the main character and a protagonist. And
so he's a good person.
Yeah, and the interracial couple bothered him. So, if you're a sexist, racist person, this might not be for you. But, I mean, it's cool because Star Wars just ended it. So,
yeah.
Women can be the main character, and interracial couples are okay.
It's already beaten box office records already.
Yeah, with a woman protagonist.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah, it's great.
As you know, every video game always plays a girl.
Yeah, and this is probably one of the best protagonists in a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Long ass time.
I
loved her. She was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, I would agree. She was awesome.
Well acted, smoking hot, badass chick.
Yep. All right, so go see it. That's our general consensus if you haven't. And if you have, let us know what you thought.
So you probably have at this point.
Yeah, so... Okay, let's jump to what Kester's playing.
Okay, so we were supposed to do Fallout this week. Andrew lets me borrow Fallout. I put it in, and I made my character. I liked the beginning of it. It was pretty cool. It was kind of like Last of Us, where you run into the tomb, and character creation was cool. I got out of the tomb, started running around. I don't know yet. I really hate the VAT system.
Oh, you hate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to just shoot people, and I feel like the aiming isn't great.
It's way better than it was in Fallout 3.
Is it?
Yes.
See, I don't remember Fallout 3.
It was almost... You almost couldn't ever do it.
Okay.
You pretty much had to play the game with VATs at all times. At 4, you can at least pull off some stuff.
I did you could play it in third person. You could have the over the shoulder.
It actually looks decent.
Yeah.
It's the best, definitely the best third person Bethesda game yet.
Yeah.
For sure.
Liked the beginning a lot. And then it was cool that you were asleep for 200 years. I felt a lot of peer pressure to play this game. Because everyone is just playing this game and telling me how great it is. I have never liked a Bethesda game. They're okay. I just usually get bored with them. So I'm going to try and play this one.
Okay.
I'm going to try and make my way through it. Didn't get very far, made it to the first town, and then I blacked out and woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was really tired. I had a heavy drinking weekend.
Fair enough.
It happens. Friend in from out of town, But I can see why people are so into it. Did you hear about that guy who his wife left him
for Fallout?
Over Fallout? Yeah, he lost his job and his wife left him, and now he's suing Bethesda.
Oh, he's gonna win.
Yeah, he's gonna win that one. But yeah, I saw this. I can't remember where I read it. But apparently this game is destroying lives. So.
They should just send him another copy.
Yeah.
You know what? Just here's another one.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
We'll give you the expansion for free. Sorry you lost your job, your wife, and your children.
I'm glad you enjoy it. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. Apparently our one friend, her roommate does nothing but play Fallout and doesn't go to class, doesn't go to work. What? I don't understand it with this game, being that obsessed with it.
It's cool. I mean, I beat it. I played a good portion of it. I mean, obviously the main story. I played a couple side quests. I'm not gonna say all of them, obviously, but I like it. It's okay.
It's fine.
I don't see it ruining my life. That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I wouldn't ruin my life over this game. I've ruined my life over some games. Ruined my life over Dark Souls 2. Probably ruined my life with Uncharted. Not this one.
Not so much.
This is not going to ruin my life.
All right. I played it. I'll tell you what I liked about it.
Okay.
I liked... Well, what I loved about it. I'll give you the love first.
You're going for the loves.
I'll go for the love.
Give me the love.
Though it's not my favorite kind of atmosphere in a video game, the post-apocalyptic thing, they did it really, really well. I would say if I'm in the mood for post-apocalyptic, Fallout's the place to go.
From what I've seen, yes.
Like, there's junk and crap everywhere. It's really awesome, and I really love the fact that the junk does something now in this game. Because you can pick up junk and build settlements with it. That's the point of junk.
I have yet to get there.
So that's upcoming.
I'll let you know how my settlement goes.
So there's a good point to the junk. It's not just laying around, you know. So that's cool. And I love the VAT system. I think it's great.
You love the VAT system?
Yeah.
Oh, let me pause and watch my guy shoot.
Well, that's what I mean, because it's just, I love watching their heads explode. And no other video game really lets you do that as much, so.
Just slow motion head exploding.
Yeah. I don't know, it makes me feel badass. So what can I say?
Yeah, I mean, to each their own.
What I liked about it, I really like the weapon customization and the armor in the game, customization-wise. The story was okay.
I will say, definitely, if you're going to give me a love right now, since I played, like, the first 20 minutes, I love that your baby gets kidnapped at the beginning, because you can just yell, "Give me back my son," every time you do anything. Like, you just kick your way out of the pod, "Give me back my son!" And you just start charging. And then, for some reason, start building settlements instead of finding your children. But,
Whatever. Oh, whatever. That kid he'll be there.
Yeah, it's like, "Give me back my son!" So that's cool. That's what I love. So I got to yell that whenever I came out of the pod.
That's good.
So I'll give it an 8 because of that.
I like the graphics. The graphics were pretty good. I mean, everyone talked about how bad they were, but they're not that bad.
The graphics?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the graphics. They're awesome. I really like the beginning where you're creating your character too, because you have like the husband and wife. You can kind of swap them around and stuff.
Yeah.
I also loved that they had a pre-made hot chick already. Like,
she was actually attractive.
Yeah, she was actually attractive, because you have to normally Google this shit and spend 20 minutes. How long did it take us to make the Bloodborne girl hot?
I know. Well, once we found a template.
Yeah, but it's like, just give me a hot chick, and I'll change her hair. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't need to.
I'm just curious on if they thought this chick was attractive to begin with.
What?
In Bloodborne. Do you think she's attractive?
Maybe they did.
Oh, she's good looking.
Oh, man, that's exactly what I would have did. She was not attractive.
Oh, man.
I'm tired of spending a lot of time making attractive women in video games. Because I have a theory on this, and it's, if I'm going to play a game for 16 plus hours, I want to look at a girl. Mm-hmm. I like girls.
I like girls.
Sorry.
What else is there to say about this, honestly?
I don't know.
I don't want to get too much away.
Yeah, you can't spoil it for me.
I'll leave it at that. The story was okay.
Yeah, I felt the peer pressure. My boss has been yelling at me at work to play this game. He's beaten it twice, and he's put in 80 hours each time, and it's his favorite game, and I'm like,
oh my god.
Yeah. And
that's nuts.
That's what I mean. People are really obsessed with this game, and maybe I'll see it once I... Mm-hmm.
I think the one thing I could say that it's cool, but they didn't really implement it as well as they could have, was the settlement system, because you can build stuff up using that junk.
I mean,
it's cool. It gives people.
Do you have to do it?
There's at one point you do have to do it for a little bit.
Oh.
Not at the very beginning. There's just a section of the game where it's actually probably one of the cooler parts of the game.
Because I just want to get my son back.
Give me back my son! Give me back my son!
I don't know if it's a son or a daughter. I'm just going to assume it's a son.
It just sucks, because if you're not on PC, then you're not getting the mods for the settlement to make it a little bit better. So it's kind of janky.
Yeah, I'm playing it on PS4 because that's all I have.
Yeah, and it's adequate enough. It's just... I mean, if you're into building stuff, it's cool they gave you that option.
Nah, I'm not into building stuff.
You're not, I know, but a lot of... with the day and age of Minecraft and stuff, people like to do that stuff.
That's true. People love building shit nowadays because of Minecraft.
Yeah, so it's cool that they put it in. I just think that they should have either spent more time with it or taken it out. It's it kind of in a limbo state right now.
Where it's like good but not good enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll probably not do it unless they force me to. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna try and stay laser focused here. I want my son back.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to be venturing off.
You might hit a side quest or two that you really want to do.
Well, I also heard, and I don't know if this is true, that you have to do side quests because you need to level up to continue the story.
I don't know. I was always level appropriate because I would do 1 or 2 side quests every couple missions.
Okay, well maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah, there is one that's called the Silver Shroud. Mm-hmm. And basically what it is you're a comic book. That's a comic book hero in this realm, you know, in the lore. So you find his costume and then you travel like the wasteland as the Silver Shroud.
Okay, I'm interested.
And you punish the evil, and you just dressed up like this, like
That's
detective. Awesome. It's really cool.
That is cool.
It was my favorite side.
That's like
if you find the Silver Shroud quest, you should do it.
Yeah. What was that? Was that Fable 2 or 3 where you played the D&D game?
I think that was 3.
That was awesome. Do you remember that?
That was like the best part.
Yeah. I just remember.
It might be 2 though. I don't know.
I think it was 3 because 2 is the one I beat because my ex-girlfriend made me play the first 2 Fables, and they're not that good. And then we get to the 3rd one, I'm like, oh, this one's kind of good. She didn't want to play it. So,
I love all of them. I mean, it's not that I think they're the best or like best games ever or the most well-polished, but I had tons of fun playing them.
I had a lot of fun with the one she didn't want to play, which is why we're not together anymore. It was all over Fable.
So, anything else you want to bring to the table of Fallout 4?
No, I think I need to play it a little more,
Okay.
come back a little more experienced.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Tis the season.
Tis the season. Thought for a topic we could go with what is the best video game Christmas present you ever got?
Mine was actually recent. I got home from college and I was playing Fallout New Vegas. Believe it or not.
Good.
What a segue.
Well, yeah.
What a segue.
Master of segues over here.
Good show. I was playing it and my Xbox 360 just burned out.
Did you get the 3 rings or?
Yeah.
Red rings of death?
I tried everything, man. And it was like 2 days before Christmas. I'd asked for 360 games. I was just like, this sucks. Like, I don't even have... Like, the console just broke on my break. The worst time ever.
That is like the worst possible time to get the red ring.
And I was so mad. I punched it and all this stuff. And my mom heard me. And the next day she asked me what was wrong. I told her, like, my Xbox broke. She's like, oh, that sucks. Like, yeah, it does. Anyway, to make a long story short, I ended up with a 360 for the Christmas. It was like 2 days later. I don't know how she got it.
She got you a new 360?
She found it, yeah.
That's awesome.
So she got that, and I was able to do everything I wanted to do that break. So it was really special. I didn't see it coming, honestly. Usually I know what's going to happen.
Usually.
And it was just a matter of she probably wasn't going to be able to find one, dropping like, at the time, I think it was like $300. Just right then and there. I didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So it was pretty special. And the second one, just a quick one, when my dad got me Majora's Mask for 64. Because we played all through Ocarina of Time together. So he got me the next one. And I played that all day with him.
Yeah, there is nothing better than the video game Christmas presents. I would say my favorite one of all time, I was much younger. It was probably when I got my Super Nintendo.
Nice.
I remember all I asked for all year was my Super Nintendo. I can't remember how old I would have been when the Super Nintendo came out. I was young, probably like 13, 14 in that area. And I actually remember I ruined it for myself that they got it for me. Because my dad was very good at convincing me he wasn't getting me shit. But he tells me to go into the garage to get something off the shelf. And I remember, like, I'm little, so I had to, like, climb up this shelf. And I reached to the top, and I pulled a box. And I just pulled a box full of Super Nintendo games down upon me.
So they weren't wrapped then?
No. The best, they were rented. My mom they were smart about this. They rented like half the store. And it was just like a rain of Super Nintendo games. And I was so excited, but I was like, I can't let them know that I found out or they won't give it to me. And I remember just getting up at like 6:30 and being like, I want my Super Nintendo. I was so excited because I had only had a Genesis, and all my friends who had Super Nintendos, it was like, this is so much better than a Genesis. Like, I can't wait. And I remember of the many games they rented, WrestleMania. You
Nice.
remember that game?
Yes.
That was the main one. Me and my brothers played WrestleMania all day. And then we Super Mario World. The one game they actually bought me was Link to the Past, and I remember just playing Link to the Past and my parents yelling at me to like come be with the family.
I know, like, you got me Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like, you got me a Super Nintendo. You knew what this was gonna be. Like, I'm not hanging out with you guys all day. That was my best Christmas present of all time.
So did you stay up all night, kind of like pumping yourself up to fake the surprise?
I don't remember, probably.
I've done that. When I found out I was getting something, I'd be like, okay, now it's crunch time. I got to pretend that I don't know.
Yeah, because, you don't want to be like a dick. You're like, oh, okay, I got a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like, you want to. They almost want to see you cry.
I had one tear.
I got one tear out. That's smart, man. I've never heard of like a family renting games for their kid for Christmas. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Like,
because it's like, we didn't buy you that many games, but you can play 50 of them today.
I know, it was like really smart. I got to give that one to my parents, because it would have been me just playing Super Mario World because it came with it, and they bought me Link to the Past, but they also rented, I remember WrestleMania was in there, Final Fantasy 3 was in there, Mega Man X.
Nice.
Which, yeah, turns out to be one of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games. Turtles in Time, I believe, was one of them.
Okay.
Knights of the Round. I don't know if you've ever played Knights of the Round.
I've heard of it.
It's a great brawler. I believe your brother has my copy.
Okay.
And he has my Turtles in Time. So you could play them there at your brother's house.
Did you get Chrono Trigger at this time?
No, I did not get Chrono Trigger at this time. That was like, I want to say, I don't think it was out at the time. Chrono Trigger, we rented, I want to say, a couple of months later, me and my one friend, Matt.
Okay.
And, yeah. If I look back on my life, and I think Chrono Trigger was probably the most important moment of my life. So I don't think I'd be the nerd I'd be today if I didn't pick up Chrono Trigger.
There's always that one game that just sucks you in and you never leave.
Yeah, because it got me really into gaming. Mm-hmm. Then, this was before people knew about Dragon Ball Z, too.
Okay.
So it got me super into anime because I was like, love this art. This guy has a TV show. And I remember finding out it was at like 6:30 in the morning on Saturdays.
Wait, what TV show?
Dragon Ball Z.
That he did that?
Akira Toriyama, yeah.
I didn't know he did both.
Yeah, he did Chrono Trigger. He does the Dragon Quest games.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you not know that?
I don't know. I'm an idiot.
You're the worst.
I'm the worst nerd ever.
That's going to be hands down my favorite Christmas present. Probably my second favorite one was Resident Evil 2, believe it or not.
Was that PlayStation 2?
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I remember playing a ton of Resident Evil on Christmas. Also getting yelled at to come be with the family. I don't want to be with you people. I see you every day. This is Resident Evil.
I always did that too. Like, the whole day was spent. I get up in the morning, open the present, eat breakfast, pretend to mingle, and then I just shoot to my room.
Yeah, right to the Super Nintendo or whatever.
There's just something about that Christmas day playing that game. It's like it'll never happen again. Like, the next day, it's not the same.
No, it is. It's almost like Christmas is designed to play video games, because when you're younger, especially, like, you couldn't just go, like, you didn't have a job,
or anything.
You didn't have an allowance. It was like the only time you got games was on Christmas. It's like you could rent a game, but most of the time when you rented a game, you had to take it back before you beat it, or if it was bad, your whole weekend was ruined. Like,
yeah.
Christmas was just awesome because it was that one day you were getting a bunch of games. Mm-hmm. And that was my favorite Super Nintendo. Just an avalanche of Super Nintendo games upon me, and I was like, yes!
That's the best. That's the best thing I've ever heard. I pull a box and tons of games fall on me.
I know. I ruined it for myself. I wonder to this day if my parents even know that I did that. because I cleaned it all up real quick. I was like, no.
Hopefully she's not listening to the podcast.
My mom has no interest in this whatsoever.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
No. I think she listened to the first one for 5 minutes. She's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but you seem like you're having fun.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, she at least listened to a little bit of it.
So any other Christmas stories you can think of?
No, that's my main Christmas story.
All right, so we should shoot to a fan question.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a fan.
Believe it or not, we have a fan.
I'm a little shocked.
Yes, and this question is brought to you by Falcon Punch.
Excellent name.
I know. He asked us to refer to him as that. So
I mean, if I was
you're
going to
welcome.
pick a name, it would be Falcon Punch.
It's actually a verb.
Yeah. Falcon Punch.
He's falconing
Who
punching.
is the superior to Ganon in every way. In
Yeah,
the game.
exactly. Okay, so the question is, if you had to be a character in a video game, who would you be and why?
So I can pick any character I'd want to be?
There's
No.
no
Okay,
stipulations here.
No stipulations. I'm going to actually go, if I had to pick, Dante from Devil May Cry.
You want to be a demon?
I want to be half demon. I want to be sexy as hell. And I want to be able to survive being impaled with things.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, and you're super powered. You're ultra sexy. So I'm sure you'd be getting laid all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Was he immortal?
I don't know.
I mean, he
definitely-
obviously ages.
Yeah, he's hard to kill, I'll say that much. I could jump off a building if I was bored. Like, it's a good super character to be, I think.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Can you guess who I would be?
Is it Link? Is it Link?
Is it that obvious?
You're Link? You're going Link? He's just some dude.
Exactly.
They're
It's
not-
brilliant.
You would just be you with the magic sack that he carries, like...
Now with a master sword and like hitting up on the princess and
Yeah, but, like, Trish is way hotter than the princess. Plus, I'd know Kung Fu. They don't know
hey,
Kung
this
Fu.
is our own. This is who we wish we could be.
Yeah, okay, I guess Link's cool.
There's just something. I don't know. It's the adventure. I've always wished there's just to be this adventure like Link has. It's not about the girl. It's not about what happens. It's just like an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure. You just want to be the guy from The Hobbit.
Exactly. What can I say, man? It's what I love.
You're obsessed with Zelda, and it's fine. I get it. I like Zelda.
My brother got me an ocarina.
You got an ocarina?
Yeah,
Did you learn how to play it yet?
I can play Little Bo Peep.
Dude, why didn't you just learn Sarah's song immediately? That could be tough, though. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's real hard. But it's cool. There's like tablatures online and stuff. It just shows you exactly how to do it. So
Yeah.
I'm practicing.
So you're well on your way to being Link, in other words.
Exactly, yeah,
You
just
just
gotta-
got to get you a hat
and a sword
and a
and
sword.
a shield.
And then you're Link. See, I just like Dante because I want to have some sort of superpowers, and I like the dual guns.
yeah, that's a great pick
That's a good pick.
for sure. My goal is,
And I'm talking like the original white-haired Dante.
Oh, I know, none of that.
None of this new Dante nonsense.
Yeah, he doesn't exist to me.
Yeah, it's not a bad game, but
I never played it. I just thought it was overly like I don't know. It just went too far in another direction.
Did you play Heavenly Sword?
Heavenly Sword?
Yeah, Ninja Theory's first game.
Was that with the chick with the red hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that. It was like a PS3 launch title.
Yeah, it's essentially the same combat system. So if you like that combat system, it's fun. It's just nowhere near as good as the other ones.
Yeah, and like I said, the commentary is weird. There's like it's really vulgar for some reason now.
What? Yeah,
The
that's
third
true.
one. Like it's real vulgar. Like I'm fine with that. Like it doesn't bother me. But the other ones weren't like that at all.
No, they were fun.
Yeah.
Like Dante, like Devil May Cry 3, I will say, probably has the best cutscenes ever. Just because there's just like
I never got to beat that game. I beat 1.
That kind of makes me sad.
I know. I got far. I got real far, and then I beat 4.
I used to have 3. I know what happened to it, but
The dude with the claw.
no, that's 4.
That's 4. Yeah,
That's
I
4.
beat that one.
That one's good.
Yeah, it was real good.
I had a world record in that one.
Did you?
Yes, I had a number 1 on the leaderboards on that one.
Oh, man.
Stage 13.
So is it just the whole stage?
Yes.
Okay.
On hard.
Is there another difficulty above hard?
Yeah, well, there's normal, hard, and Dante must die.
Oh, okay. So you're just doing hard.
Yeah, I was just doing hard.
Okay.
I got really lucky, I think. I'm sure it doesn't stand to this day, but it's my world record. I had one other one.
Oh, yeah?
Hunk Mercenaries Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Second stage, the castle. 249 kills.
I remember I started playing that, and then you told me that, and I got to 30, 50 maybe.
Yeah, I love Mercenaries. I almost think it's better than the game.
Almost. Almost.
Yeah.
My goal in life is to be Ganondorf for Halloween. Maybe
Okay.
this year.
You're gonna go as Ganondorf?
Yeah, because I'm chubby. So I can be the Wind Waker Ganondorf.
Okay.
And then the next year I'm going to get ripped and be Link.
You're gonna get ripped.
Yes.
I mean, I'm ripped, so I'll just get as Dante whenever.
Dude, if you went as Dante, oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, it's not a hard costume. I just need a trench coat and white hair.
You dyed your hair white?
I do have very Dante-esque hair.
You do. You just got to dye it white.
I just gotta dye it white. I mean, I'm practically Dante. I can also jump pretty high.
That's fantastic. I could jump pretty high. Okay. And is there a runner-up in your mind?
No, I always thought that if I could be any character, it was going to be Dante.
So you've thought of this before.
I have thought of this before. I was like,
You lay in bed at night thinking about being Dante.
It's the one thing that keeps me up at night.
Same with me.
Yeah, I can't think of maybe... I don't know, because I want superhuman powers. So, there are a lot of cool, regular people characters, like Leon from Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Or, Link. But I want to be able to, do something, super powered. I'm trying to think of, who my favorite characters are, and they're all women. So, I don't...
Hey, the question never said you couldn't have a sex change.
So I could have a sex change.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go with... No. I would say maybe... be cool to be, Ken or Ryu.
That would be cool. That's interesting.
Yeah,
because it's a fighter. So
yeah,
it's
you can shoot fireballs, Hadoukens, dragon uppercut somebody. You'd just be picking fights so you could dragon upper people in the street.
They catch on fire.
Yeah. Man, just killed that guy with an uppercut. Sorry.
That's good.
Other than that, I don't know. There are a lot of cool video game characters, but as far as wanting to be one, Dante.
Okay.
Do you have a backup or
no?
See, you're just too obsessed.
100% Link.
100% Link. I don't even want to be Link. I feel like that's a lot of work. I gotta go into temples. Then I save this bitch and she doesn't even sleep with me.
Hey, did you beat Skyward Sword?
No, I didn't. Did she sleep with you?
It's insinuated.
It's implied?
It's implied.
Okay, well then, that's the only Zelda I haven't beaten, and I can't remember why I didn't.
Probably because of the motion controls.
Oh, yeah, that was the worst. I would say that's the worst Zelda.
I would say story-wise, it's one of the best. But gameplay-wise, if you're not into the, swinging the Wiimote around, it's not that good.
And I'm not.
I'm not either. It was cool for 10 minutes.
I also didn't like how there were only 3 areas in the entire game.
Yeah.
That's pretty weak.
Yeah, so. I agree with you there. I mean,
I think we're gonna have to do a Zelda episode eventually. So
yeah, we will. Maybe when the HD remake comes out, we can.
Yeah, for the sake of our friendship, I'll say I like Zelda.
He's so pumped. So, final segment, closing segment. Something you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? Segment?
I have something to talk about.
Oh, you got something?
You have something to talk about?
Not this week. So let's just go with what you.
Okay, I have 2 things.
Oh, you got 2.
Okay.
I don't know if this was part of the segment. It was just one thing, but I'll let you get away with it this week.
We have a little extra time.
Okay.
But this one will be quick.
We have been much more efficient this time around.
Exactly.
We were a lot more prepared than we were last week.
Yes.
Flying off the cuff.
Did you see any new Smash Brother characters coming out?
No.
Other than Cloud? Because we know you knew Cloud, right?
I knew Cloud.
Do you see who's up next?
Know who's up next?
Do you want to just throw one guess out there who you would want in a Smash Brothers? I'll tell you, it's not like necessarily a Nintendo character.
It's not a Nintendo character.
Dante's a good. Is that your pick?
That would be who I'd want to see.
What a segue that would be.
we dropped the ball on that segue.
I'm going to tell you you're close.
With Dante?
Yes.
Is this a Capcom character?
No.
Ooh. Give me what?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. Okay, I like that. Lightning?
No. That'd been interesting.
Yeah.
No. Probably that would have been the best thing to come out of Final Fantasy 13.
Lightning was the best thing to come. So hot. So awesome.
I know. She was awesome. So that was your guess. Do you want one more? Do you want
what company?
That'll
just give it straight away.
Yeah. Oh. She's an awesome female protagonist in a game.
Is it Laura Croft?
No. Pretty good guess. You're closer with Dante.
Dante. I give up. I want to.
Bayonetta.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, that's excellent.
Yeah, I don't know if she's officially released yet, but there's like a trailer for her gameplay and stuff.
Oh, I love Bayonetta.
So and you get the short hair and long hair costumes.
Which do you prefer? Do you
short.
Like? Yeah, me too. Actually, I said there's not going to be an argument here.
Yeah, I didn't like the second game as much, but I felt like I liked her hair better.
I didn't finish the second one. I thought the first one was better. Mm-hmm. I think the second one was too many bosses. I don't know.
It was constantly bosses.
It was just boss after boss after boss, and you didn't have any of that like fun combo and beating up peons kind of stuff. Awesome game, though. It's still good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, guns on your feet is a brilliant idea.
I know.
Like kicking someone in the face and then shooting them.
I know.
Love it.
I know. So, okay. So that just kind of shot out of nowhere. That popped in my head that I just wanted you to know that because I thought you'd appreciate it.
I did want to know that.
So that was cool.
We're big on the Smash Brothers here at the flock.
There's one more thing. Okay, there's going to be another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Okay. Are you sad about that?
Like, sad that there's going to be one? Mm-hmm. Why would I be sad?
Because the new movies suck so bad.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to forget that thing existed here, Andrew. Like, you don't have to bring that up.
Well, I would just say, because, I mean, you talked about Turtles in Time, so I thought it was...
I do love Turtles in Time.
Like I said, what a segue. But...
We're nailing the segues this week.
I know. It's like we're friends.
We're on the same page.
Okay. It's going to be made by Platinum Games.
Okay. I'm on board. Yeah, see, the developer is, to me, the biggest thing where it gets me excited.
Yeah. I knew that's why. I was like, and it might be rated M.
Okay, now we're talking.
I know. That's like, I was like, I know. Now I'm excited too.
Yeah, this is good news, my friend.
Like, I haven't found much on it. I kind of watched some YouTube videos of people announcing it, and I just don't know too much, but those three things alone made me excited.
Yeah, and Platinum is one of those companies where it's like, name a bad game they've made.
I know. Like you said, you can compare their own games to each other, but when you're comparing outside their game realm, it's pretty much no
I would
context.
say their worst game was Mad World. You remember that game?
That was for the Wii. That was like black and white.
Yeah, the black and white beat 'em up.
Yeah, I never played it.
It was just. Did you ever play God Hand?
No, but yeah, that actually popped up in my life recently.
Really?
I didn't get to play it or anything, but like I kind of have the option to. So
Get on that.
Okay.
Like, I love God Hand. That's one of my all-time favorite games. It's like, it's a 3D like beat 'em up, so it's kind of like Final Fight, but 3D, and it is just fantastic. Like, it's hard to describe. I mean, it is repetitive, but like, it's just cool because you customize your attacks, and they're all like sick kung fu moves.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, like you can and you get to pick what your guy does. It's amazing.
Sweet.
Okami, amazing.
Oh, they made Okami.
They used to be Clover, and then they got changed to Platinum.
Okay. Okami is fantastic.
Because Capcom is retarded, and they were like, oh, let's just give up the best developer, let them go to Nintendo.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's one game that should have actually had like a full rendered HD remake.
What?
Okami.
It blows my mind that Okami wasn't bigger than it was.
I know.
Because especially with the Zelda love that's out there, it's like, I think people needed to be told, like, hey, this is Zelda with a dog. Like,
and like painting and stuff.
yeah, it was Zelda, but with like a different mechanic. Like, instead of items, you got different painting powers, and it was, your sidekick was awesome. That little bug that bounced on your nose. That game was a 10, I would say.
Yeah, and the characters I remember were really awesome. Very Zelda-esque.
Yeah, so if they're making a Ninja Turtles game, it's cool. Maybe I can be excited about something.
I know.
Ninja Turtles, like the new movie, not looking great.
I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be like, the best thing that could happen is 4-player co-op. It should be 4-player co-op, couch or online.
Yeah.
And just an awesome beat-em-up 3D, blood, gore, combos.
Mean, if they make it God Hand-esque, we're looking for, that'll be a great beat-em-up.
Well, I mean, like, if it's like Bayonetta, but you're, a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, sign me up for that.
Yeah, like, that sounds awesome.
It does sound amazing.
So, anything else you want to say about that? And you said you don't have anything for me?
I really don't have anything this week. Been kind of out of it this week. A lot of working, a lot of drinking.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that wraps it up then.
Yeah. Good cast.
Yeah, definitely.
Solid cast. I think we did better this week.
Yeah, we covered a lot. We got through a lot.
Yeah, a lot more focus. We'll keep doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And
we'll see if we can get to 2 fans.
Maybe 2. Maybe we'll have our slew of options to pick from fan emails, and we can actually.
I know. I do like the fan letters. I want to start getting hate mail too. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, as soon as we get out there, man.
Yeah, we'll get the hate mail.
So
we can do a segment called "Hate with an 8."
We'll do 8 emails that are 8. Yeah, okay.
8 mails.
So next week we will. Hopefully you get a little bit farther in Fallout. We can talk about
Fallout. I don't know what we'll do next week. A lot of our friends have been harping on us to do classic games. Mm-hmm. And I am not that retro. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking we should wait till Mighty Number 9 to kind of do the retro episode.
I do want to. We could do Mega Man.
Yeah, we could tie it all in, kind of.
Yeah, we could do a whole. It could be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that. That'll be fun.
All right.
So, let us know what you guys thought of the show. A little more condensed, a little quicker.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. And don't forget to shoot us an email at flockofgeeksgaming@gmail.com. Visit the Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter.
Subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah, all that good stuff. And Twitch isn't up yet. We're still in the works with that, and we're still planning on at some point doing an all-day Bloodborne.
That will be our first Twitch event.
And there's a little bit of a secret here. I think I'm ready to announce.
Okay.
Whoever watches, we're gonna do an all-day Bloodborne. Okay, I've decided this on my own terms. I haven't even talked to you yet about it.
I trust you. So.
Okay. So I feel that if we get enough support and we have some people watching and they, enjoy it, we will raffle off a Bloodborne copy for anyone.
Okay, I'm down with that. Sounds exciting.
Yeah. So basically the plan you have to listen through the whole episode, the whole Twitch stream, and at some point in that probably 8 or 9 hours, we're gonna give out a secret word.
Yeah.
And they're going to, have to...
We're going to make you watch the whole thing.
You're going to send us an email or something. We'll talk about that more later, but...
Yeah. You know what we should actually do next week is Game of the Year. The year is over.
It is officially done.
Yeah, so we'll just talk about games this year.
We'll talk about the big major titles and what we think of them.
We got Witcher, we got Bloodborne, Batman, some other things.
Fallout.
Fallout.
Maybe you'll beat it.
Maybe we'll get past the first town by next week.
You'll just get sucked in and love it.
And then next thing I know, I have no job. I have no friends.
I'll have to do this all by myself.
If Andrew's solo next week, it's because I'm playing Fallout.
Because he loves it so much.
Yeah, because it really turned around real quick.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.